Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How is your night? Mlash Mulango here again with another episode. Now, I am doing this episode is separate from the series that we've been doing. It's a mini-sode that I am doing, and it's because there is an emergency, there is a crisis that needs to be addressed right now. So please pay attention, do what you gotta do, like, subscribe, because I have some news, I have some kingdom announcements. Now, there is a crisis that is going on, and that crisis is the anti-Israel moving, the rise of anti-Israel movement all over the world. Now, and I want to address, why is it that the world is hating on Israel? Why is it movements are rising and growing that are anti-Semitic, that are anti-Israel, that are pro-Israel elimination, wiping out, slogans of wiping out Israel and the Jewish community? Now, if you go to the news, if you go anywhere online, any platform, you will see that Israel is the most trending country after Palestine. Is the most trending country right now. And there are demonstrations going on, not in the Middle East, not just in the Middle East, in the West, in the America. The Columbia University is leading in these demonstrations against Israel, and slogans they are all over. And it's not just Columbia University, it's just all over the nation of United States. And the Jewish students are hiding. They are so unsafe, they are insecure, they are hiding in their houses. They are no longer attending classes because of this kind of demonstrations against them and the kind of slogans that are there, and you wonder why. A year ago, a year and a half ago, Russia attacked Ukraine and they have destroyed Ukraine. And we have not seen this kind of massive demonstrations against Russia. Yeah, people tried to demonstrate, blah blah. They demonstrated just for a short time and then they gave up. But that war has been going on for at least 1.5 years, and and no one, the demonstration are gone, nobody's talking about it. But now everyone is demonstrating against Israel after 200 days, and massive movements that are anti-Israel and anti-Semitic. But the reason is to why are people demonstration? Why does the world hate Israel? I want to answer this question. And remember, I am answering the question from a biblical point of view. Now, Israel as a nation originates from this man called Abraham. Abraham is the father of Israel. He is not just the father of Israel, but also the father of the Arabs, the Arab race. And they identify with both nations, both races identify with Abraham as their father. And now Israel as a country has existed for at least 3,000 years. No, Israel as the Jewish people has existed for at least 3,000 years. They have existed for at least 3,000 years according to history. Now, from time to time, Israel has been attacked by by empires and kingdoms of that time. We know Babylon wrecked Israel and they were in captivity for a long time. And when they came back and settled, then the Roman Empire came in, and in 70 AD, Roman Empire attacked the Jewish people, and the Israel country that was whose capital was Jerusalem, and destroyed Jerusalem, their temple, and ruined everything. So Israelites scattered all over the world. They scattered all over the world. And we are talking about the Israelites that survived, because there are many Israelites that were killed in that onslaught. Now Israel, wherever they went, they continued to grow. And then came the Nazi movement that was led by Hitler, and they destroyed 5 million Jews were killed by that movement. Thank God for United States. They came in, won the war, and they took Israel, the remnants, the survivors. They took them, United States and Britain, they took them and settled them back in Palestine, where they dwell right now. And why did they do that? Because Israel, the Jewish people, identified that as their original home, which was actually the truth. And so they went there and settled there. But there was a problem, because there were already other people who had moved into that region. And so there was a crisis. There was an immediate crisis. And they started claiming, why have you settled the Jews were in our country? And then the Jews claimed, we lived here before we were attacked, before we were scattered. And then there has been that crisis. And so, but why? Why is it an agenda? Why is it a global agenda? Why is it that the world seems not bothered about Israel being wiped out? Why is the majority of the world pro-anti-Semitic or anti-Israel? Number one, it is because Israel is the physical evidence of God coming to earth, being born as a man and living among men, so that through him they can be saved. It is the only physical evidence of Jesus being born here and living among men and living among as being the Savior. So it is not just a movement, it is an antichrist movement. The devil does not want there to be any evidence of Jesus ever being born on earth as the Son of God. And the Jewish people are an evidence. Why? Because Jesus was born within and among the Jewish community. And the history of Jesus' life and everything is right in Israel. So the physical evidence of Jesus being born here as man and living among men and being proclaimed as the Savior of all mankind is Israel as the race, is in the race Israel, the Jewish race. Those are the people that are the physical evidence of Jesus being born on earth. We can claim that Jesus is our Savior and all that. Blessed is the one who believes without seeing. But for the Jewish community, for the Jewish race as a nation, Jesus was born in their country, among their tribes, and he lived among them. He lived among them. The evidence is there of where he went, where he lived, and all that. So it is a threat to Jesus. Now, number two, the second reason, Israel as a nation and as a country is also the physical evidence that the Bible is true. Most of the writers of the Bible are Jewish people, and it is written in the Jewish culture. It was written within that region. It is covering events around that region, because we know that the Bible was compiled down here in Egypt. But it's referring, the most of the occurrences of the Bible are within Israel. And so as long as Israel lives, as long as Israel exists, then the Bible is true. So there is a rallying against Israel so that people will disregard the Bible. The Bible will just become a myth without Israel. So biggest, that is the biggest or the greatest source of the hatred against Israel. It is the spirit of Antichrist pushing people to annihilate Israel as a country and as a nation, so that there will be no evidence of either Jesus was born as the Son of God, lived among men, and is the Savior, and that the Bible is a true factual library of books. Thank you for taking your time. Think about these things even as you go out there, as you choose your sides. Do your research. Find out why people hate Israel. Thank you.